everyone, and thank you for tuning into TradeChat. My name is Panzer, and today we're going to be going over all of the hottest stories in World of Warcraft and Blizzard gaming. Everything from the World of Warcraft diary to Eternal Star Wraith Mephisto. Let's catch up. Big shout out to IBM Call for Code for sponsoring this video and making it ad-free. To learn more about Call for Code, check out the annotated link or the link in the info below. Thanks so much again to IBM Call for Code. Last Tuesday, World of Warcraft developer John Statz launched a Kickstarter for the World of Warcraft Diary, a book he wrote chronicling the development of vanilla WoW in the early 2000s. The book includes journal entries kept by Statz during the vanilla WoW era, plus 130 behind-the-scenes images. Although the original Kickstarter goal was just $10,000, the fundraiser has already amassed over $200,000 at the time I'm filming this, and that number just keeps going up. Obviously, Kickstarters will get first access to the WoW Diary. $30 will get you the digital version, $40 will get you the physical version, and if you really want to shell out, you can get some additional perks like exclusive essays and a signed press sheet for $300. But can you really put a price on vanilla nostalgia? That depends on who you ask. All items backed by this Kickstarter are expected to ship by December, and if you're interested, I'll have a link in the info below. It's here, fam! It is finally time. This Tuesday, Uldir Halls of Control will open on live servers. Normal difficulty will have a base item level of 355, and heroic difficulty will have a base item level of 370. It is definitely worth mentioning that Uldir is the first major raid tier to not have a raid class tier set, meaning no more tier sets, no more tier bonuses. That is not a thing in Uldir, and the reason for this is that Ian Hazzikostas said while tier sets had a place in older versions of World of Warcraft, currently sets are too small and there's too many pieces of gear to choose from. Now, there are some players that completely agree and don't care, especially since there will still be like sets of gear that look aesthetically like sets of gear, but there's a lot of pushback from other players because they're nixing a system that's been in game for 14 years. Of course, we'll be going into this tier with the new personal loot system, meaning you can trade pieces of gear as long as they are not an upgrade for you. They did also change last week, so Azerite armor can be traded. Azerite armor, however, cannot Warforge or Titanforge, and weapons, while they can Warforge, cannot Titanforge. So all of this is kind of uncharted territory for WoW and will take a little getting used to, but I would love to know what you guys think. What do you think of the loot changes, whether it's the tier gear, the personal loot, the Warforging, Titanforging changes? I would love to hear what you guys think. And before I move on, I also want to mention that Wowhead has guides for Uldir Halls of Control as well as all the loot that drops, and I will have those linked for you in the info below. Trial of Style Season 3, also known as Azeroth Fashion Week, is in town as of this Friday and will continue through Tuesday. Trial of Style is an event where players are pitted against each other to create transmog sets based on a given theme. You'll have 2 minutes and other players will judge your sets based on how well they fit the theme when time is up. While Season 1 and Season 2 brought us several new transmog sets which could be purchased for Trial of Style tokens, there unfortunately is no new transmog for Season 3. Instead, for 100 tokens you can purchase a letter from an admirer, which will spawn a hype man to cheer you on as you're killing it on the runway. You can have 3 of these guys out at a time. Not gonna lie, I was really disappointed that there were no transmog sets added in Season 3. I've collected all of them so far from Season 1 and Season 2, and I just wanted to express my formal disapproval to Blizzard on this decision to not reward me with transmog. Gosh! Anyways, to flaunt your impeccable fashion sense in the Trial of Style, head to any transmog NPC in the game to queue up for the scenario. Switching up gears, a rumor about Diablo getting its very own Netflix series has made its rounds across the internet this past week, and reportedly Andrew Cosby will be the lead writer. Now, Cosby is also the lead writer on the 2019 Hellboy remake, and he's the co-founder of graphic novel publisher Boom Studios. Even though at this point it's just a rumor, it's really hard not to get your hopes up, especially considering that the Diablo team said there would be multiple Diablo announcements this year. They didn't say multiple game announcements regarding Diablo this year. They said multiple Diablo announcements, and that could be a Diablo show. You don't know. Not to mention, Netflix already has a reputation for putting out a new series like every 5 seconds, and with successful video game adaptations like Castlevania, they could really be motivated to continue that trend. As long as they stay true to source material and don't go all Dragon Ball Evolution on us, I think a Diablo series could really take off. What about you? In Overwatch this week, the Busan Map was released on the PTR, and players are noticing the similarities between Blizzard's official map and the fan-created map that was released back in June by aspiring game designer Joshua Lorente. Lorente's map was created in Unreal Engine 4 and could easily pass as an official Overwatch map, so when Blizzard unveiled the new Busan Map at Gamescom, fans immediately started to draw comparisons. Some say Blizzard just straight up copied the fan map, while others speculated that Lorente may have actually had a hand in designing the official map. But both parties came out this week to squash those speculations. Lorente said that he based his Busan map on other Overwatch art and map assets, and Blizzard said that their Busan map was in development long before Lorente's map was released in June. And this is all very believable to me because Busan is a real city and a real place in real life, so it's sort of inevitable that they would have some similarities. But what do you guys think? In more Overwatch news, last week Blizzard kicked off Diva's Nano Cola Challenge. If you remember, in Diva's cinematic Shooting Star, one particular shot featured a Diva-endorsed soda brand called Nano Cola, and there were basically two fan reactions to this. 1, Blizzard needs to make Nano Cola a real beverage, like now. And 2, how do I get that sick Nano Cola skin that's featured on the can? Sadly for the first group, you still can't drink Nano Cola. I know, lame. But for the second group, you can totally earn the Diva Nano Cola skin by winning 3, 6, and eventually 9 games. There are prizes at each of those tiers. You see why I did that? I did that for a reason. Anyways, the Diva Nano Cola Challenge, for those of you who are interested in participating, runs through September 10th, 2018. In last week's Ketchup, we talked about Diablo's Mephisto arriving to Heroes of the Storm sometime in the near future, and now we know that sometime in the near future is this week. The Lord of Hatred will launch in the Nexus along with a heroic bundle containing some pretty dope skins. The bundle will be available through September 10th and contains Star Wraith, Cybernetic Star Wraith, and Eternal Star Wraith Mephisto. If that's not enough, you can also collect 2 Mephisto portraits as well as a spray and several emojis. Portraits for Sylvanas, Asmodan, and Leoric will also be available soon, and not to mention the new Cosmic Celestial Serpent mount when you make a new gem purchase. And that is it for this week's Ketchup, guys. For more information about anything I talked about, please check out the links in the info below. I would also love to hear you guys sound off in the comments on what your favorite story was from this week. For me, of course, I gotta get that Diva skin. Diva means unite. But yeah, that's all the things. I'm gonna go. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Thank you so much to IBM Call for Code for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take care.